Can't beat us, join us, please bring your coinage. We sink 3-pointers, money shots, all net, all vets. Bums we not, jet skiing in them sunny spots. With women edible like gummy drops. Dummy stop, dummy stop. No weapon form can intercept a storm. Once my intellect is on, I'm projecting on magnetic fields and interact with blacks with athletic bills. I'm all about growth and development like residents of Ebbets Fields. Not to choose between woo and chew. We wanna line them colors up like a Rubik's Cube. And Theta black, yeah, the truest hue. When you say the black man is God, who you alluded to? The usual, Clarence 13X, a worthy guess. The words expressed come from the word in flesh. Elijah M, the NOI versus Leviathan. Messiah sent from the heavenly branches. 7 P's from since G-Dub cut down the cherry tree. In the wilderness of North America, and we flossing death and forced aggression, or forced perception, forced protection, or forced confessions. It's all a lesson. The sorcerers from Corsica, killer tonics, sticks and drums like the Philharmonic Orchestra. You niggas still playing harmonicas from officers. Fabric softener, jive turkeys popping 5 perkies, playing with keys, the Scotch stores type. For that soft right, we could've caught life, just being forthright. First class on my 4th flight, popping out like Fortnite. Every night we lit like Porsche lights. The meek shall inherit the earth, oh yeah, the scorched type. And these niggas, they some hoes in these streets. Me, I'm 10 toes in these streets. They lost they souls, niggas got holes in they feet. Shit, I'm just worried about the craft and how to perfect it. Not worried about the craft, yeah, that's out of perspectives. Focus on the chip like I'm Robert Kraft, and then how to protect it. It's the waves of the oceans. Get to the money, nigga, save your emotion. Descendant of the slaves in the graves in the oceans. Mastermind that the waves is in motions. These niggas, they addicted to the folly, addicted to that molly. Making me a movie, them sticks made of holly. I'm Dr. Manhattan, sitting on top of Manhattan. When I get all 5 rings, snap my fingers and pop up on satin. Dressed in all black, yeah, drop top the Phantom. Best.
TV.
Can't beat us, join us, please bring your coinage. We sink 3-pointers, money shots, all net, all vets. Bums we not, jet skiing in them sunny spots. With women edible like gummy drops. Dummy stop, dummy stop. No weapon form can intercept a storm. Once my intellect is on, I'm projecting on magnetic fields and interact with blacks with athletic bills. I'm all about growth and development like residents of Ebbets Fields. Not to choose between woo and chew. We wanna line them colors up like a Rubik's Cube. And Theta black, yeah, the truest hue. When you say the black man is God, who you alluded to? The usual, Clarence 13X, a worthy guess. The words expressed come from the word in flesh. Elijah M, the NOI versus Leviathan. Messiah sent from the heavenly branches. 7 P's from since G-Dub cut down the cherry tree. In the wilderness of North America, and we flossing death and forced aggression, or forced perception, forced protection, or forced confessions. It's all a lesson. The sorcerers from Corsica, killer tonics, sticks and drums like the Philharmonic Orchestra. You niggas still playing harmonicas from officers. Fabric softener, jive turkeys popping 5 perkies, playing with keys, the Scotch stores type. For that soft right, we could've caught life, just being forthright. First class on my 4th flight, popping out like Fortnite. Every night we lit like Porsche lights. The meek shall inherit the earth, oh yeah, the scorched type. And these niggas, they some hoes in these streets. Me, I'm 10 toes in these streets. They lost they souls, niggas got holes in they feet. Shit, I'm just worried about the craft and how to perfect it. Not worried about the craft, yeah, that's out of perspectives. Focus on the chip like I'm Robert Kraft, and then how to protect it.
It's the waves of the oceans. Get to the money, nigga, save your emotion. Descended of the slaves in the graves in the oceans. Mastermind that the waves is in motions. These niggas, they addicted to the folly, addicted to that molly. Making me a movie, them sticks made of holly. I'm Dr. Manhattan, sitting on top of Manhattan. When I get all 5 rings, snap my fingers and pop up on satin. Dressed in all black, yeah, drop top the Phantom. Bless.
Crumb.
To this
TV.
day. To this day.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Live. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar. And that track that you just heard, that is Theta Waves, featuring the twin pillars, red and blue. Theta Waves, y'all. When you hear that in the Whippington, wait till you hear that on the surround sound. It's gonna sound crazy. Doing a little tweaking to it, it's gonna sound crazy. But anyway, how's everybody doing on this good Saturday? Salute to everybody in the building on this beautiful April night. You know what I'm talking about? We are here. Shout out to everybody who is here with us. We could be doing anything, but we are here. You know what I'm talking about? We are here. Why does it always say Crumb TV? Because he was the one that edited the video. You see that good edit and whatnot on the video? That's all Crumb's TV's work. You feel me? So he went ahead and put in that work. So salute to Crumb and his edit. I'm trying to get him back on I'm trying to get him to do some more music, but you know, Crumb be doing his thing. He doing his research and other things. But yeah, that's why you hear Crumb TV. That's his endorsement. Shout out to him. Yeah, salute to everybody. Salute to everybody in the building. How's everybody doing? Yeah, feels like forever. We just was here on Thursday, but it just feels like it was a long time ago. But we are back. We here, chilling, working. Man, so much going on. The DARPA Part 2. Yes, the DARPA Part 2 will be pulling up. We will have that on the way. Also, we have a Part 2 with Knowledge Born Allah. We did a great show about boot camps, the boot camp culture, the armed force culture. You know what I'm talking about? The killer culture. Because we were talking about how they create these killers from boot camp to broadcast. So yeah, shots fired and whatnot. Yeah, I heard about that. We'll talk about that. I hope that nigga got popped. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, how about it? Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Find out who's in the building. Yeah, shout out to the thumbnail. Cook that up real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Made that shit happen. We have Philly in the building. We got DC in the building. Yeah, dig. We have Columbus, Ohio. Man, we was doing the knowledge on Columbus, Ohio with the Knights of Columbus and the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, we need to visit out there. We need to get a Scooby-Doo and the gang out there, do some investigations. Because there's some things that's buried in Columbus that we have to unearth. Philly in the building. We got Richmond, Virginia, south side of Houston. Yeah, shout out to Houston. East Flatbush in the building, New Orleans in the building, Boston in the building, New Bedrock in the building, Boston again, Indy in the building, Neptune Sticks in the building, New Bedford in the building. So we got a lot of Boston. We got a lot of Massachusetts. I hope y'all know one another. The two New Bedfords. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to create a tool where we could link up with our neighbors and stuff like that right here in YouTube. I'm working on it. So we could make we could do more of an interactive roll call. You dig? Indianapolis, worldwide, Minnesota, Detroit in a building. DYT in a building. Is that Donald Trump? I don't know what that is. Canada. NO up in this thing. Dulles, Texas. I like that. Texas A&M. We got New Ark in a building. Brick City. Columbia. Southside. Vegas. Rancho Cucamonga. Okay. That they go. Do they grow weed out there? I've been hearing about Ranch Cucamonga. What's popping out there? Oakland in the building, Jamaica in the building, Cleveland in the building, the North Carolinian Dynasty, Big Memphis, DMV, B-More, Painesville, Ohio, DMV, B-More. Shit is like Connect Four. It's becoming like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Connect the cities and whatnot. Trenton in the building. We got Charleston in the building. Boston in the building. T-Dot in the building. Detroit in the building. Hawaii in the building. Dayton. Boston again. Okay. Y'all really deep tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Newport News in the building. Mexico in the building. Nashville. Duval. Los Angeles. NC. Sanford. The shooter got bodied. Yeah, I mean, I would think he would. I would think. So what is this? What is this? This nigga needs some sympathy. That was a sympathy shooting. What is this? Is this shooting number 3 for Trump? Who's keeping up? Who's keeping the count? Please let me know. What makes this? Is this shooting number 3? Because they've been trying to clip this man, and allegedly somebody tried to clip him a few minutes ago. Allegedly somebody tried to clip the boy a few minutes ago. You know what I'm talking about? And what's today's date? The 25th. All of my gematria niggas, yeah, add it up, because today's gonna go down as another one of those days. But yeah, man, let's get into that story real quick and see what the hell going on over here at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And you know, I say everything allegedly because we don't believe nothing when it comes to Mr. World Wrestling Federation Trump. We know a lot of his shit is Vince McMahon approved, and nothing is to be believed by homie. Please, let's be clear.
Breaking news right now. Something just happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We were watching it live, and it looks as though Donald Trump and Melania Trump, the First Lady and the President, were just evacuated. There are reports of possible shots fired in or around the Hilton building where the White House Correspondents' Dinner is currently being held. We don't really have much information as to what is happening right now, but essentially the dinner is on hold, it looks like.
Nigga, are you at the dinner? Because that's what I be talking about. With all of this crazy shit with these media people, nigga, are you at the dinner? Because you got the, you know what I'm talking, where are you at? That's what I want to know, because you always reporting on Trump on like you on the other side. Nigga, are you at the dinner? What the fuck?
Like, this is a possible very serious situation. President Trump has been evacuated from the building. The First Lady has been evacuated from the building. If you watch the stream, literally they were getting ready for this dinner, and then all of a sudden you had people crouching under the chairs, crouching under the table. The President and the First Lady were quickly rushed out. We'll have more information soon. I'll have more updates. Spread the word. Follow for more.
And what's up with these shooters, man? They can't get it right? The fuck? Shooters just can't get it right, I guess. Man. Well, let us get into it. We might as well get into it. They brought Trump up, so let's bring one of his quote unquote they brought Trump up, so let's bring one of his lapdogs up. You know what I'm talking about? Let's start this up with on the Trump train. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's start on the Trump train. So, you know, the last show we brought you Laura Loomer, the lady who looked like Jigsaw, and lo and behold, she popped out on us.
Nappy-headed black bitch who just has a lot to say but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid of Candace Owens, and I'm happy to match her energy. I'm happy to wrestle in the mud with that bitch.
Yeah.
Be afraid of this.
No wonder they be crashing out. No wonder the white boys crash out. My nigga. Yeah, this what y'all got to deal with? The Mar-a-Lago face? Is she at the top of the food chain, my nigga, in white America? What's going on, my niggas? God damn.
Nappy-headed black bitch who just has a lot to say, but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid of Candace Owens, and I'm happy to match her energy. I'm happy to wrestle in the mud with that bitch. And there's nothing that Candace Owens can say about me that's going to harm me. Candace Owens is a liar, okay? And she's a deeply insecure woman who is very unloved at the end of the day. God hates you, Candace. God hates you. Humanity hates you.
In her own words, she has admitted to her addiction, which she has described as cocaine-like, to Spectator, because she'll say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. This person's lying." Take Laura in her own words.
I know what people are actually going to do. My life is ruined. Does anybody understand how ruined my life is?
This is only the beginning. Sniff, sniff. It's all mine. Ha ha. Can't stop. Can't stop. Gotta have more.
Who in the building is watching the TV show on Amazon Prime entitled The Boys? Season 5, my niggas, last season. Who's, for that soft white, we could have caught life. The hell, Laura Loomer. Who is watching the season finale or the last season of the epic series, the best written series on TV for the past few years? Not just this, for the past 5 years. Y'all niggas is saying, "Oh, watch this red pill, go check this out." I'm like, nigga, did you watch The Boys? Do you niggas know about Homelander? You know what I'm talking about? Do you know about The Seven? Do you know about Voight Industries? Do you know about that? Like, are you hip? Because literally, there's a TV show right now. Do you know about Soulja Boy? There's literally a TV show right now on Amazon that is mirroring Donald Trump's presidency to the mother effing T. And it just didn't start like that. It's been doing that. They was doing it in his first term. But this year, this season, this shit is a doppelganger to what's going on over there in quote unquote Trump. And it shows you, it gives you a very, I mean, whoever these, I'm surprised that they didn't kidnap the writers along with these fucking scientists and whatnot. Because whoever's writing this shit has to be an insider and they know certain things about what's going on, because they give you an inside look about how crooked these quote unquote how crooked these governments are and the crazy shit that they be doing, knocking people off, right? Murdering shit. I'm talking about I mean, Homelander is a fucking, when I say he's a maniac, he is a maniac. He is a effing maniac. You know what I'm talking about? So to see what they're doing on the show and to hear about all of these people coming up unalived and everything, it is of no surprise. You know, like I said on the show, last show, the level of, I mean, they're carrying out a lot of crimes right now. They're the Trump, they embezzling shit. They just going full criminal, and he's using his immunity to basically completely pillage, everything in sight. So this is The Boys. If you ever want to disclaimer, let me just give you the disclaimer. Do not watch this with children around. Okay? This is not for no children, bro. This is not for the children. You know what I'm talking about? You know how y'all be letting little Timmy and them hang out in the living room? Don't let them watch this shit, because there's a lot of things going on in here. You know what I mean? And there's some pause shit going, a few scenes here and there, but for the most part, it's ultra violent. It flipped the comic book world on its head. You can't even go and watch a Marvel or a DC movie anywhere because you've been watching The Boys, and it completely flipped the superhero world on his head, because it showed you the darkest of the darkest superhero shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, Trump is going to reinstate firing squads. He's reinstating gas chambers. And Is It Real is also reinstating hangings and whatnot and executions. So just think about what's going on and whatnot. You know what I mean? Just think about what's going on in regards to us moving forward. They're instituting the draft, but they're bringing back the firing squad, and they're bringing back gas chambers, and they're bringing back the death penalty on a federal level. So prior, the penalty of draft dodging during my father's era was probably, you're gonna get locked up. You know what I'm saying? You gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be a political prisoner. You probably had to get locked. Now, in Pete Hegseth's, Donald Trump, and Stephen Miller's administration, with Bibi and all of them looking over them, you already know what's about to happen. I mean, I don't have to say it. But they're gonna be very extreme with their quote unquote mandates about how they're gonna punish people for not playing their role inside of this quote unquote imperialistic colonizer nation. They want you to be a part of Rome. Okay, they want you to be a part of Roman's conquest and whatnot, because they're about to go fully dark in a minute. Okay, they reopening Alcatraz, right? Palantir put out a manifesto demanding a mandatory service for Americans on some Israeli shit, like how they do Israel. You have to do a mandatory 3 years in Is It Real, 2 years as a woman and whatnot. Your ass got to go and serve and body shit in the name of whatever government your ass is living in. And they're about to bring that to America. I guess the first people that they're going to roll out is people on Section 8. But they coming after them kids. They coming after them YNs and But then when you think about it, right? Think about the chess moves that Donald Trump has played, where he has so many people in his pocket. He got Nicki Minaj in his pocket. He got Kodak Black in his pocket. He got NBA Youngboy in his pocket. There's somebody advising him on the side, more than likely Jared Kushner, smoking on that Kush, right? And he's letting him know, right, when certain things come across his desk and whatnot, they're like, yes, go for that, stamp that. Because the age limits, they getting rid of baby daddies and everything. Shit is up to about 45. I think it's 45 or 42. Yes, ladies. Yes, they're taking your baby daddies. Okay. Yeah. Clay Thompson and them niggas gotta go. They gotta go. They you know what I mean? Up to 45. Oh, yeah, that's a clean sweep. Yeah, that's a clean sweep. Yeah. They about to leave the hood real empty. 42. Okay. Yeah, baby daddies and everybody is going. You know what I'm talking about? But think about it. He got NBA Youngboy in his pocket. Whatever NBA Youngboy says to these young kids, they're going. NBA Youngboy and Nicki Minaj is gonna tell these niggas, go to war. Okay, go to war, right? They got. If Trump say, yo, I'm giving out a motherfucking gift card, $1,500 if y'all turn in your baby daddy and whatnot, send this nigga to the war. Believe you me, it's gonna be a line like they releasing the Air Max that was on Back to the Future for $100. Niggas it's gonna be lines and lines and lines. Yeah, they giving up their baby daddy. I already know it. They giving them up. What is the way to get out the draft? I need to know that. Is it being? I don't think it's being gay or fat anymore, because they let that Pete Hex said he ain't feeling fat people in the army, but I heard that they still in there. You know what I'm talking about? What is the requirement to get out that bitch? Is it a broken leg, a broken foot, a broken femur, a broken elbow? Let me know. Let me know, because I gotta do something. You know what I'm talking about? I got people that I don't want to go. So let me know. What is it? Is being on dope? What is it? Because I'm about to put some people on dope. You said health conditions and felonies. Yeah, well, fuck it. We're gonna go boosting them all. I'm about to take my son boosting them all. We're gonna catch a felony. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Do a little 30 days. You know what I'm talking about? He'll be all right. A little 30 days on an island. You know what I'm talking about? The felonies ain't finna, believe you me, that felonies is not gonna stop. This is a ratchet ass administration. They letting the felonies fly. The president got felonies. Let's be clear. The president got felonies. That was the old rule. The president got felonies. That is the old rule. Okay, they finna lift that. They finna lift that. You can't go AWOL with Palantir on the scene. I'm sorry to say, all of that AWOL shit. You can't go AWOL with Palantir on the scene. You gotta go with them niggas in Jamaica in the mountains with Cuffy and them. You know what I'm talking about? You better learn some patois and become a maroon. Cause you ain't finna be running around the hood, my nigga, and you dodging the war. Nah, they not having that. Nah, they got flock cameras. They got new shit out right now. You know what I'm talking about? They got new shit out. Yeah, they got your phone number. They'll send a drone to pull up on your ass and snatch you up. Yeah. What I would say is we should find out what the exact requirements to get disqualified are and start working on that. You know what I'm talking about? We need to perfect the disqualification tactics. You know? You got $500 off of a Palantir option, one thing. Okay. That's what's yeah. See, yeah, all of the poo shiesties and whatnot. All of the poo shiesties, they finna sign them niggas up. Department of War, front line, on that Iranian island with all of the oil on it. Yeah, that part. You know what I'm talking about? And they out here picking with people and starting wars and bullying niggas and whatnot. Then they want to go ahead and sign the babies up? Man, shit crazy. Shit is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? But check this out. This Laura Loomer chick. She got a lot of people on her back right now. They on her body, yo. They talking crazy about Laura. I didn't even know this shit.
Loomer is a man named Larry. He is a Satanist Zionist. I will keep exposing these demonic beings until I take my last breath before I leave this world. This is that picture that's circulated for quite a while.
So crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Man, this would explain all the numerous plastic surgeries he has gotten done over the years and the uncanny valley I've fallen to.
When it comes to them people and you really start doing the research on the small hats and how they feel about Transformers and how they push the Transformer shit, that's really all them, right? That's they behind that whole entire team. When you find out that they are wild deceptive, like they took the identity theft shit to another degree. They took the identity theft to a whole. They stealing genders. They stealing genders, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck a name. They out here jacking genders. You know? So this one right here, it hit different.
Laura Loomer is a man named Larry. He is a Satanist Zionist. I will keep exposing these demonic beings until I take my last breath before I leave this world. This is that picture that's circulated for quite a while.
So crazy.
Oh my goodness. I knew it. I can't unsee this shit. It's not a woman's face. You know what I'm talking about? That's not, I told you before, she got on a mask, my nigga. That's not a real face. That's a flesh mask. She got a mask on, bro. Nobody's cheeks is puffy like that. Look at her. Look at, man, I can't unsee it, nigga. That's Larry. Don't let Candace get on your ass.
Isn't that crazy?
Man, this would explain all the numerous plastic surgeries he has gotten done over the years and the uncanny valley I fall into whenever I see a photo of him.
Mossad agent Larry Loomer became MTF-controlled opposition infiltrator Laura Loomer. He's constantly trying to rage bait everybody.
Yeah.
It was because he wants engagement and he wants the money.
They
from
want their energy.
He's an energy vampire, 100%. Just the worst. Worst person. Larry, you're the worst.
Larry, you're the worst. Oh, man. So we got to start calling her Larry. Since they want to talk about Michael so much, right? They want to talk about, what is her name? Michael Obama? Yeah, nigga, Larry. Fuck. Yeah, that part. Larry, nigga. What happened?
will not believe what is happening in the Netherlands right now.
This is an emergency SOS call from the Netherlands. All hope is lost. Please save us. I'm calling on the international community to do something about the extreme disease that is in charge of the Netherlands. Just tonight, our parliament discussed a new law that will allow 2 men to donate DNA material to create a joint embryo out of 2 men, meaning a child born of 2 men. And will also allow a single person to mate with themselves to produce a self-fertilized egg and then create a child with only one biological parent. This comes after the Netherlands legalized gay marriage, after we had the first gay prime minister, after we invented the Dutch protocol, which is an unscientific, unproven way of castrating a man and then giving him a fake vagina with tissue from out of his ass. I'm not kidding about that. We're allowing euthanasia.
Come on, I gotta rinse my ears out now. What the fuck? What the helly? What's going on in the Netherlands? Look, the Netherlands. We're talking, it's all in the name, my niggas. The Netherlands, nigga.
Of children from ages 12 and up, and 16 and 17-year-olds can have themselves euthanized without their parental consent. We are also allowing, under the Groningen Protocol, the euthanasia of children up to 1 year old. So if you don't like your child, you can get rid of it after it's been born.
What? Yo. Yeah, I get triggered by crazy shit like this. Who? So the Netherlands is like Amsterdam, correct? Like that's like Amsterdam, right? What the fuck, yo? The nether world, right? What the helly? It's like this is like, you know, this is where these weirdos, that's where they domicile. And they got us looking at everything else like these are enemies of it. But meanwhile, in places like this, they are the pilot country or the pilot state or the pilot program to roll shit out like that. Because remember, their connections is to the World Economic Forum, Davos, you know, all of that Swiss bank shit. You know what I mean? They have a lot of sway on the EU and over there on the Europe side. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Of course, we have abortion up to birth, right? We have, we had the world's first pedophile party taking part in our elections. My God, I can't do this anymore. I wasn't born to grow up in this Sodom and Gomorrah of the world. I am of the opinion that this country needs to be vaporized. And I hereby call upon President Donald Trump, on President Putin of Russia, and the Ayatollah of Iran to point your nuclear rockets at this country and blast it to shits. Away with this. This cannot heal without first bombing it to the ground.
What the hell? This nigga wildin'. You know what I'm talking about? He wildin'. I don't really believe him. He looked like he down with that shit too, to keep it a buck with you. But yeah, crash out, boy. Crash out.
Rahim. We are seeing so much ignorance when it comes to the war in Iran. And before this war, when it comes to Gaza and also the Ukraine war, I'm seeing so much ignorance, so much lack of understanding of how the world works, and moral ambiguity. So let me try to clarify a couple of things with simple examples. You may look at the world from the perspective of your own suffering and project that, your victimhood, onto everyone else, thinking that the West is this evil oppressor and the victims of that are always morally right. Let me ask you this. If a bomb drops on a prison, does that mean that the prisoners are victims of this blast? Yes, they are. But does that mean that the people in the prison are good people? Some of them may be serial killers and straight psychopaths. Still, they are victims of a blast. America and Britain have a colonial history. In 1944, they bombed Nazi Germany. Does that mean that Nazi Germany is a victim of colonial oppression? Well, the Germans who took bombs were certainly victims. It doesn't mean that Hitler somehow didn't kill 20 million plus people, which he did. What about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? The people in Hiroshima, 1945, were certainly victims of a great crime committed by America in dropping the atomic bomb. Does that make Japan the good guys? The Japanese killed 20 million Chinese. Still doesn't mean that the people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki deserved to be bombed. The world is complicated. You cannot rush for justice. You need to know the facts. Who are the criminals? What are the crimes committed? Who are the victims? And how have they suffered damage? You cannot project a simple colonial sense of morality to every place and every single situation. America is an imperialist nation. Was John F. Kennedy a bad person? What about Obama?
Do we have Sheikh Bamba around his neck? Do we have the black Sheikh around his neck? Is that what I'm looking at?
Obama or Kamala Harris, can you say that they are truly evil and wicked people? So when we look at Russia-Ukraine war, it's not that simple that Putin is an evil oppressor and Ukraine are the good guys victims. No, the Ukrainian government is very corrupt. I think Russia was wrong in invading Ukraine. Millions of people have died. That doesn't mean that this war wasn't unprovoked. Similar in Palestine, Hamas is a wicked terrorist organization, does not give Israel the right to carpet bomb a civilian area of Gaza and kill women and children. Iran, the regime is split. There are some moderates like Ayatollah and Arashi. And there are hardliners in the military who kill their own people. Does that give America the right to kill their leader? No. Does that automatically make Iran the good guys? Think for a second.
So in this situation, as with other situations, I feel in the last, even with like Vietnam, going all the way back to Vietnam, then you got the shit with Saddam in them. Then you got the shit with Afghanistan. Like there's bad actors everywhere. We've been grown up on this fake ass Disney World mentality where there's this good and evil and whatnot. They grew us up on cowboys and Indians. Whole time the cowboys was the bad guys. You dig what I'm saying? But they depicted them as the good guys. We live in this fake morality, reality where we don't even know what's right and we don't even know what's good and what's evil. It's hard to interpret because of perspective. It is very difficult to interpret that because of perspective. Because if I was a practicing Muslim and I was underneath the quote unquote Shia faith and whatnot, I would be more than likely kind of blind to some of the iniquities or some of the violations or some of the bullshit that goes on in that religion or that sect and whatnot. And I'm just looking at them like they're the victims and the big bad Satan and all of that. But like dude said in the video, nobody's hands is clean in these situations. Iran is not to be trusted. Okay. And A.A. Rashid talked about the Iranian duplicity, right? They're known for being duplistic. They're known for having two faces and whatnot. They're not to be trusted. Okay, they are not to be trusted. You don't even know if the quote unquote supreme leader is even unalive for real. You don't know. You know what I mean? You have to believe in them to believe the stories that they're telling you. I don't believe that. Okay, the way shit moving and whatnot, it just don't hit right. I don't believe it. I don't believe that the scientists are being killed, because if you think about it, if the scientists were being killed, it would be what? A national emergency. It's an act of war to kill scientists during wartime. They're knocking off scientists in Iran. They're knocking off scientists in Israel. They're knocking off scientists wherever they go to war. They knock the scientists off. In Iraq, they did that. They came in there and they washed them up. So if scientists were being unalive behind inside of the borders of America, they would declare a national emergency. You cannot kill off the intellectuals. You can't kill the intelligentsia. How do they know that that's not Iran doing it or China doing it? You feel me? So you know that they got their hands in that. The fact that they're quiet about it, they're the ones doing it. Either they're doing it or those people are in Dumbos underground and whatnot. And they got the fake bodies and everything. And they basically off. They brought them off world because whatever project that they were working on is ultra top secret, and they had to fake their deaths and whatnot. That's just a theory. I don't know if they really got bodied. If it's really if it's really dead. If they're really bodied, the government is bodying them. Because if the government was not bodying them, the government would be more vocal about it. They would pass it on. They would make that a national emergency. The media would be on top of it. And them motherfuckers will make that the #1 news story going, even though they're talking about it, but they're leaving out a lot of stuff. And the unsuspecting people who are listening to these stories, they're not picking up on the obvious. Fam, the fuck you mean? You knocking off NASA scientists, nigga? That's like if they come and be like, yo, there's 40 police died and they're missing, and nigga, they gonna pull the alarm. Something is gonna happen. They're silencing these people. I gotta actually have more research on these situations. I got a whole report on every single thing that each scientist was working on. I'm still compiling that data and that information. I don't want to be jumping out the window, and I don't want to be the first one. Or I'm gonna do my research. Because I've been listening to people talking about it, but nothing is clicking. Nothing is clicking. No disrespect, but it ain't clicking. I'm like, nah, it ain't clicking. Nobody's talking about retrocausality. Nobody is mentioning the fact that they have a whole movement going on in the White House, where this is what they study underneath Nick Land and Curtis Yarvin. Retrocausality. Their whole theory is tied into the Terminator, where they got AI sending back, quote unquote. AI is basically sending back killers from the future to knock people off. So the AI, whatever the AGI is, whatever this sentient AI that's evolving and whatnot, it's making sure it's clearing the path to make sure that nobody gets in the way of its quote unquote evolution, or it's eventually coming online and becoming sentient. That's their theory. I didn't bring it up. That's their theory. We'll do a whole show on it and we'll break it down. That's what the far right is believing in. That's what the all of them people on the far right, the dark enlightenment, you know what I'm talking about, CCRU, you know what I mean? That whole wave that you saw in 2025, like midterms after Charlie got murked, all of them started talking about esoteric, supernatural, occultism, metaphysics. Remember that pivot that they did? Now they out here regurgitating shit that Bobby and them talked about 30 years ago. But because they're speaking to the 85ers, everybody is mind blown. Like, oh my goodness, Beelzebub, nigga, you heard about Kabbalah? You heard about Kabbalah? Like they're acting like this is some new shit, and it's like it's a loop. It's a sad loop. Like, what the fuck? What happened to all of the people that were studying William Cooper in the 80s? They were talking about that then. How y'all niggas acting surprised about that now? Where y'all at? And then you got people like David Icke and whatnot regurgitating shit, you know what I mean? Like sitting around doing nothing. Doing nothing. You're not improving upon your research, sir. Your shit's stagnated. You're not doing anything. You're doing podcasts and look maxing, nigga. The fuck? You look like a reptile. You look like the reptiles that you was talking about, sir. So yeah, the whole shit is not to believe. I don't believe any of them. What I do know is the David dude, he was talking about extraterrestrials as black folk. Let's check them out. Let's check out David Wilcox. Pause.
They don't want black people to know that they have extraterrestrial ancestry.
Right, and you were being told that black people didn't serve.
Didn't serve in the space program.
Right, and there were people from all races.
Right, very interesting. So then we found similar.
So, you know, he's known for saying it, you know, the whole black people thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to him and shout out to all of the people that was tapped into him. I was tapped into David Wilcock a long time ago. I literally was on Facebook today going through my memories, and I seen that I had reposted him like 8 years ago and whatnot. So he's been on the radar, you know, he's been on my radar, and you know, he was saying some things, but I hope that his contemporaries don't let this shit slide. I hope they get on. I hope they raise some questions. There was a dude that popped up, some Jewish dude, and he was like, I'm gonna carry on Larry's legacy. And I'm like, Astaghfirullah. Why y'all, you know what I mean? Like, shut this down. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, where did he come from? It was an old Jewish dude. You know what I'm talking about? Similar to when they knocked Charlie Kirk off, they started popping up with all of they see 8 years ago. David Wilcock. You know what I'm saying? And that was April 25th, right? 2018. And he was talking his shit. One of the very few of them that even have the audacity to speak on our people and whatnot in a more favorable tone. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Brosy, you want to talk about it, Brosy? You got this? All right, let Brosy go.
Brilliant minds on the planet, like the people mapping 0-point energy, anti-gravity, and exotic propulsion keep ending up as. Why do the most brilliant minds on the planet, like the people mapping 0-point energy, anti-gravity, and exotic propulsion keep ending up as suicides or freak accidents? Is your brain still asleep, or can you feel the electrical charge in your DNA right now telling you something is wrong? Like, this isn't just a theory. This is a biological reaction to a predatory pattern. Because when does coincidence become a statistical impossibility? Like, think about it. We're talking about a total blackout of the human potential. The Macroni scientist, 25 plus elite energy researchers dead in a decade. Amy Estridge, 0.
She's about to swallow the mic. Come on, slow down, man. Slow down, Brosy. I know you're on the beach and everything. I mean, goddamn.
Pioneer gone. The JPL Vanishing's high-level aerospace minds just deleted. It's like the field itself is being pruned. When you move your consciousness and your technology into a space that threatens the $1.5 quadrillion energy monopoly, you aren't just researching anymore. You've literally entered a kill zone. The system detects your frequency and it initiates a cellular wipeout. To the moment energy becomes free, the petrodollar dies, and the people who own your debt lose their god status. Like, this is where it gets heavy. Your entire reality is being lived inside a scarcity matrix. The global financial system is a parasite that needs you to be addicted to expensive, dirty energy. If a scientist moves an idea from theoretical math to a functional prototype, they are effectively dropping a nuclear bomb on the central banks. That is the transition point. That's when the system stops being a bureaucracy and starts being an assassin. It's not business, it's survival of a $1.5 quadrillion control architecture. Comment scroll if your heart is beating faster right now because your body recognizes the truth before your mind does. Like, the government isn't a service, it's an immune system for the elite. When a breakthrough happens that could liberate humanity, the system releases antibodies. The Invention Secrecy Act, 6,000 plus patents stolen and locked in a black vault. Reputational assassination, turning geniuses into conspiracy nuts. Kinetic termination, when all else fails, they just pull the plug. This is national lobotomy, bro. They are literally cutting out the future lobe of our collective brain to keep us in survival mode. Look, most people are NPCs. They see a headline about a dead scientist and they go back to their distractions, but you're starting to see the geometry of the lie. They aren't hiding aliens because they're afraid of spacemen. They're hiding the tech because they're afraid you won't need them to survive anymore. They are literally gatekeeping the very fabric of the universe. Look, close your eyes right now. Feel that tension in your gut? That's the 917604 frequency vibrating against your conditioning. That discomfort is the friction between the old earth scarcity and the infinite potential you were born to access. Your brain is trying to reconcile the official story with the massive undeniable pattern of suppression. You're not paranoid, you're finally becoming coherent. Like, the pattern is screaming at you. You can stay in the loop, paying your energy tax to the people who are culling our best minds, or you can wake up and realize that the old matrix grid is shaking because you are finally looking at it. Silence is over. Frequency is locked. Are you gonna keep scrolling like a zombie, or are you gonna join the Great Awakening? Comment scroll if you're paying attention.
Oh, she got the AI. Oh man, Brosy got the AI. She got C dance. Yeah, y'all better watch out for old Brosy. She about to cook, my niggas. Yeah, we gonna get back on that scientist thing. You feel me? We gonna get back. I got some of the I got some of the research. We gonna have to do Brosy back to back. Respectfully, we got Brosy back to back. No, matter of fact, we're gonna pull Brosy up in a minute. Check it out. Check it out. Live from the White House, my niggas. Live from the White House. See, the irony in it all. The irony in it all. When it's time to get you and Melania up out of here, when it comes to somebody helping your old wrinkled ass, it's the blacks. It's the blacks. Where the hell is the Proud Boys at? You know what I'm talking about? Where the rednecks at? You know what I'm talking about? Like, where are they at? Why they got our people running with the big boy guns, holding down your decrepit ass, your racist ass? This nigga with the slew foot. You better start running, homie, in a white shirt. The fuck you doing? You don't know this is being filmed? You put some urgency in your step, my guy. The fuck? That look crazy. Just the whole interaction. Who the fuck is he sitting with? My niggas. Is that Lucy Liu? Yo, who are these cross-eyed shooters, my nigga? Who the fuck are these cross-eyed shooters, my nigga? Who are these shooters with shaky hands? God damn. This nigga gonna come out like Homelander, like Christ. I'm trying to tell you, the TV show The Boys is imperfect. The last episode that I saw, the nigga Homelander came out like he was a messiah, and they turned the Democratic Party into a church. What do you think the conversation and is it real is about when it comes to Donald J. Trump? Fuck what everybody else thinks. He's their messiah. They need something to believe in. They need something to believe in. This is a holy war going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a holy war theater. It's not no real war. It's just theater. It's eschatology theater. It's some Professor Yang type shit. It's game theory. It's theater. But they have to keep doing these fake attempts. Watch his approval rate go through the fucking roof and whatnot because of this bullshit right here. Nigga, you almost got shot sitting around Lucy Liu and them. Fuck. Yeah, they trying to take attention away from the MJ movie. They don't want that shit to go up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you damn right. They taking it. They did all of this shit so the MJ movie won't go up. Who's this gangster white dude right here? Look at this peck of wood. He ain't even ducking. This nigga just sitting, the nigga with the gray hair, he just sitting up straight. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't even got a slouch in his back. Who is him? Like, this nigga's not scared. He looking around for the waiter. He trying to order some more d'oeuvres and what. He like, man, I need some more catfish. Look at this guy right here, the white dude with the white hair. He's not phased. He's like, man, duck where? What? I'm him, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm him. The president got issues, not me. The fuck? Niggas know when, you know what I'm saying? You have to, you know who they coming for. You know who the smoke is for. It's not you, nigga. So he's good. He's good. All right. He's good. Okay. Let's get a little word of, let's get an update.
Breaking news right now. A suspected shooter has been confirmed dead at the White House Correspondents' Dinner this evening. It's unclear whether or not the shooter injured anyone else, but the suspect is dead, according to Caitlin Collins at CNN. It's a very serious situation. Donald Trump and the First Lady, they were rushed off stage. Secret Service declared that there was an active shooter. The press pool said that there was an active shooter. It's unknown whether or not, like I said, there were any other individuals injured. But this is the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If you know anything about it, to get in, there's actually very little security to get into into the hotel itself. There's not insecurity until you actually get into the ballroom of the dinner, which is actually pretty shocking given the fact that there's the president and the first lady there. According to Jonathan Carl, who's currently inside the ballroom, he says it's a chaotic scene. No one's being allowed to leave the hotel or leave the room right now. I'm not there, so I couldn't tell you, but it's a very serious situation. I'll have more updates for you soon. As always, spread the word.
Nigga, you're there. You don't got a lot of us. You're there. The fuck? You're there. You know what I mean? You don't got a lot of us. It's all good. We ain't judging you, my nigga. You trying to get the you trying to get the chicks with the Mar-a-Lago face. You know what I mean? You a little viral and shit. You trying to get the shorties with the Mar-a-Lago face. We ain't mad at you, bro. But just don't lie. Don't lie like you not there, nigga. You there. You're there. All right, we bringing Brosy back. Brosy, let's go.
Reacting to the world like it's happening to you. Look, what if you aren't?
She got AI. She about to start doing double the videos, man. Y'all gotta look out for Brosy about to turn up. You know what I mean? She about to start rolling out mad videos with
Living
the AI.
in reality, you're actually generating it. Dude, everything you see right now is just a collapsed wave function that you've unconsciously locked in place through your own frequency. Look, let's be real. You were taught to be a victim of circumstance, a biological accident trying to survive a cold, indifferent universe. But I promise you, that is the primary containment protocol. What if you are the actual mechanism that turns infinite possibility into physical matter? But you are not the passenger. You are the system admin. I know. This is the point where your ego will try to make you scroll away. Goodbye to those people, because if you stay, you lose the right to be powerless. Just look at physics. Matter isn't solid. It's a probability cloud. It only becomes real when it's observed. Apply that to your life now. Your awareness is not passive. It's an anchor. The version of reality you experience is simply the one you've emotionally reinforced until the universe or God had no choice but to collapse it into your timeline. Comment scroll if your system just hit a frequency it cannot deny. Now ask yourself, why are they so desperate to make you feel small? Like, the narrative of powerlessness is sedative. If you realized you were the architect of your reality, you could not stay passive. You could not blame your past, your boss, or the system. The system only exists because 8 billion observers haven't chosen to look away yet. It's easier to feel weak than to accept the weight of your own creator code. Look, let's get real. Your emotions aren't feelings, they are pattern reinforcements. When you stay in fear, you are literally coding the next 24 hours to match that vibration. You aren't stuck in a cycle, you are broadcasting the cycle itself. The loop ends the second you change the signal. And look, I'm not a genius. This is not new. The ancient manuals have been screaming this for millennia. The Torah, creation begins with the word, vibration collapsing the void. The Bible, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. The source code isn't in the sky, it's in the transducer. The Quran, signs are within yourselves in the horizons 41:53. The mirror of reality is an internal reflection. Different metaphors, one truth. You are the source. Look, you don't have to believe it for it to be active. But if you feel that tension in your chest, that's your internal firewall failing. The scroll shows you where you're still operating on someone else's software. Comment scroll.
Comment scroll, my niggas. Brosy be cooking. That ain't ChatGPT either. I think that's the Brosy downloads. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's organic Brosy downloads. You know what I mean? She just be by the beach in her you know what I mean, her bag with her shorty. That's the Brosy download. Let's get some chocolate in our life. You know what I'm talking about? Let's balance that out with a little bit of chocolate.
Okay, happy Saturday. Listen, I finally got done with doing all the mom shit or whatever the case may be. Oh God, you can definitely tell I was momming. I was running, ripping and running. But I wanted to come and update y'all. First and foremost, thank you. We did it. The biggest milestone that I never knew when I would be able to accomplish it, we accomplished. We're no longer dependent on a middleman or a platform in order for us to be able to continue to deliver the news. We are now 100% funded by the viewers, by the audience.
To this day.
Okay. All right. Calm down. Relax, girl. Relax. We did it. anyways, we gonna get to that in a minute, okay? Because we gonna celebrate the right way. I just been ripping and running like a chicken with my head cut off. But I wanted to come and talk to y'all about what's going on overseas because there's some funky ass bullshit that's going on. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you haven't already heard, Donnie canceled the talks between America. They were supposed to include like Jared Kushner, Tom Barracks from the U.S. envoy, the one that was supposed to be watching an old girl that was in Lebanon and she ended up running off with her trick. Yeah. So he's supposed to be going. It got canceled. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all not going to believe this goofy ass shit. Okay, so boom. Basically, long story short, America ended up pulling some fuck shit and they got caught doing it again. So boom. If you remember last week, Abasar Gachi let it be known, like, we have no interest in talking to y'all. Until you got my money or my shit, we're not talking to, there's nothing to fucking talk about. And I'm trying to figure out why you keep playing with me. Like, why you keep playing with my money, Smokey. Stop playing with me. Either put my motherfucking shit back or I don't know what to tell you. Mind you, America and Israel are the ones that are banging on Iran's door looking for them to open up the shit of Hormuz, which is basically like you asking, hey, can I cut through your backyard or can I cut through your alleyway in order to, you know, to get to where I need to go? And Iran said, no, like, this is my alleyway according to the city lines. This is my shit. I get to control who comes and goes, and I say you can't go. And they basically, America, Israel's response is that, well, this is public property, and Iran is saying, no, the fuck it's not. Public these nuts. So I said you can't come over here, and that's what the fuck I mean. So boom. Abba says the only way I'm willing to have a conversation with you is you unlock my money and send my money back. Now, mind you, they have more than just what America had. They were also involved, Iran was also involved with cryptocurrency, right? Digital currency. Tell me why these dickheads, in order to try and pressure Iran into open up the Strait of Hormuz after failing numerous times and trying to pull some sneaky shit, they decided to confiscate $344 million worth of cryptocurrency. Literally hacked into Iran shit and stole $344 million worth of cryptocurrency. As if that's not going to do anything else but make the situation worse. And if that wasn't bad enough, there was supposed to be some shit that was supposed to jump off inside of Iran. America and Israel are quite literally so fucking pathetic. I cannot even begin to tell you how sad, disgusting, and pathetic these motherfuckers are. Because the way y'all dumbasses swear that nobody can see what the fuck you're doing is insane. Pause. I know you think in your mind, if they're dumb, how did they get the 344 mil? I need you to understand, these motherfuckers are so goddamn advanced that they will set up systems and traps like a mouse trap. I keep telling you, pay attention to how they're moving from an aerial perspective. You have to understand your enemy. You know what the fuck they after. They after that feta, that cheese, that il-na-na, that sticky yicky, that ooh-wee. So if you know for a fact there's nothing that's going to stop them from going after your shit, you sit something right here knowing that they're going to try and go after it while the real money is over there. It's over there. Billions of dollars are over there. You said just a little teeny block of cheese over there because you know eventually that bitch is going to hack in there and they are going to think that they got your shit. They're going to think that they did their biggest one, but billions of dollars are over there. What are the billions of dollars that are over there? The billions of barrels of crude oil that is quite literally going back and forth in front of our faces, right under our noses. I'm not going to explain anymore. You need to go look at it, okay? Just understand. They've been moving that way. They've been moving that way, bitch. When they said my money fucking long, it never was really about the money, but you gonna give up my motherfucking money or else your ass out. They meant that shit, okay? They always have a greater means to the fucking plan. Not only that, they charging everybody $2 million just to come in and out of the Strait of Hormuz. I need you to think much higher, my guy, because you're looking at the small amount of money that they took. Well, it's not no small, 44 mil is a lot of money, but compared to the money that they got coming on the back end, bitch, they collecting off everything, right? I mean, they cashing the fuck out. For all the shit that y'all motherfuckers did to me, everybody gonna line my motherfucking pockets, and that's just what it is, bitch. And that's basically what Iran is doing. But America and Israel try to put some sneaky fuck ass shit and plan some shit internally, which is what they've been trying to do this entire time. You don't think that at this point in time that they're not aware of the shit that y'all be doing? Despite American media and our military all admitting that their intelligence is top tier and can't be fucked with, and you won't keep trying to do the same shit? You don't think that they 20 steps ahead and they're waiting for you to do some stupid shit? Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, or the IRGC, intelligence organization announced that it has dismantled a network of cells linked to the U.S. and Israel that were preparing a military attack from the country's western regions. The agency reported arresting 11 operatives and 73 additional anti-government agents in the Kurdistan province, seizing weapons in the process. You know what? The way that they go about this shit, I'm almost certain that they're fully aware of what you're doing, when you're doing it and how you're doing it, and they purposely wait it till right before you think you finna pull the trigger on that motherfucker, and they pull the carpet right from underneath y'all feet. Every single time. Because the last 8 times America and Israel tried this shit, the exact same thing happened. Right before you thought you was finna pull that trigger and bust, they pulled that carpet right from underneath your feet and confiscated everything. And then hung the motherfuckers in front of everybody and hung them motherfuckers from a crane and left them over the city just to say, fuck you, bitch. I don't know what the hell you thought this was, but it damn sure ain't that. That is the most gangster shit. And if that don't let you know that them motherfuckers is way smarter than you ever could have imagined, I don't know what will. I don't know why America and Israel keep playing or who top they playing on. But, baby, y'all may want to let this shit go. You got to let it go, my guy. You're not equipped. You're just not equipped. And neighboring Kamash, it said 155 individuals affiliated with hostile cells were detained, including 4 spies linked to the Israeli Mossad, with additional weapons also confiscated. So all the shit, all the money, everything you put into it, and you thinking you got a ball. You balling, right? You balling out of control. 344 mil. You balling out of control. They just took that same shit back from you in one op. That's crazy. No, that's insane. You got Nathan, and while you thinking that you up right now, they fucking up in like 10 different streams of income on a back end, and you still haven't gotten further in any way, shape, or bitch, you just don't understand how gangsters these motherfuckers is. I mean, they in the Strait of Hormuz just mobbing. You thinking that you up 344 mil, you forgot to watch your 6, bitch. Because all the vessels that you called yourself sneaking into the Strait of Hormuz, more than 4 of them that got your shit on it, that you thought you was about to run some intel and do some crazy type of shit, when you pissed them the fuck off because they knew you was coming. They said, that's a bet. Move the fucking line of where you could come in at or how close you could be to it, and confiscated anything behind that bitch. Oh, I hear you like making lines. Yours is yellow, but mine's is red. And it stands for the blood of your soldiers if you play with me like that again. Bitch, they are not to be fucked with. They are not. Listen to me. The IRGC, they're that bitch. They are the bitch. They're the HBIC up in this motherfucker. They are not to be toyed around with. Like I said, you're thinking that you're up and that you got your ball, and they, Steph Curry from the 3-pointer line. Put that shit right through the net. Bitch, they got your ass. They got your ass. And anybody that called themselves trying to help you out, they got your ass. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Almost like it's a what? Red trap. Almost like they were waiting for you. Almost like they knew what you were about to do long before you did it. And they stood there at the door and waited. I know that meeting to cancel the talks in Islamabad because you thought that you was going to do that shit with Islamabad, and everybody was going to be distracted the whole motherfucking time. You were distracted. They had already had the plan in motion. Everybody was in their position. They just needed your dumb ass to do exactly what your dumb ass always do. And when you thought that you got your ball, baby, they already balled out of control, and everything you took from them, they just confiscated out the middle of the goddamn Strait of Hormuz. It's important to also understand this was a three-part plan between Israel, America, and their allies that was willing to help them out. And now y'all lost your money as well. You lost your vessels, you lost your cargo ships, you lost everything, and the trust of the IRGC. So the likelihood of those allies getting back in through the IRGC is slim to none. Now America, all of a sudden, they want to come after Spain, talking about, oh yeah, we gonna sanction you because you working with Iran. And Spain said, I don't give a fuck, bitch. My money long too. Like, we don't give a fuck. Don't nobody care about your little sanctions, you weak asshole. So basically, Donnie and them, they mad as shit because they try to pull a fast one on Iran. Iran was already waiting for their ass at the motherfucking door. Now, it's important to understand, just in case you need that proof, those vessels had already been caught on April 22nd, messing with shit. Tampering with the navigation systems to bypass monitoring. This is something that they also had been accused of doing, I believe, a month prior to that. And then a couple weeks prior to that, there was a couple ships that had turned their GPS off, but remember, there are ghost IRGC ships, okay? They're purposely not being monitored on the UK, what is it, UK MTO? They're purposely not being monitored on that and several other systems on purpose. So that when you think you finna pull a fast one in the dark at night at sea, baby, they pull up on your ass so motherfucking fast and light that bitch up. What you thought this was? This ain't that. You better get your ass on, and I mean fast, before I mop the bottom of the Strait of Hormuz with your ass. And then you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to. You must. You must. Also, Officer Argachi told me to tell y'all in America and Israel. And he said, make sure my throat is clear when I say it. You play with me like that again, and I'm going to cut every single motherfucking cable at the bottom of this bitch. Play with me, and I'm going to turn the lights off. And I was like, I can say it like that? And he was like, just tell him what I said, Godiva. And I was like, no, you're right. I just want to make sure, because there was a lot of cuss words coming out your mouth, and I just wanted to make sure that I could also cuss, because you be cussing, but your cussing be sounding like, I'm going to tell him what you said. I'm going to tell him. So yeah, they said stop fucking playing with them before we can, I got something that we can all laugh about. We can all hard knee slap our way through this bitch. Play with me again. Stay tuned, y'all, because it's a lot to go.
Breaking developments at this hour. The White House Correspondents' Dinner has officially been canceled, according to the chairwoman of the White House Correspondents Association, along with President Trump. Donald Trump says he will be going back to the White House, where he'll be speaking to the nation in about 30 minutes or so. He says he is okay, the First Lady is okay, all the cabinet members are okay. According to Fox News, there was a second shooter who's actually in custody. The first shooter has been deceased. Now, we don't have any more details on what that means. That's all we know right now. He's going to be addressing the nation shortly. I'll be watching it so that you don't have to, and I'll have an update for you shortly. I'm okay. I'm not at the dinner. I was at another event celebrating new media and independent media. We're actually right next door to the White House, so I'm stuck and locked down here. We can't really leave the building that I'm in right now. I wasn't going to go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, boycotting it for many reasons, but he says it's going to be rescheduled in about 30 days. So I'm stuck. I'm here. I'll provide you more updates as we get more information. So follow along for all the news you need to know about, and I'll have another update for you, I guess, very soon.
You know, we got to keep you updated as to what's going on, up to the minute and whatnot. Got to keep you updated. A lot of shit going on. Let me just give y'all a little booster. You know what I mean? The news could bring it down. Let me give you a booster. Let me, this for y'all.
My nigga, I'm proud of you. I'm fucking proud of you. I'm proud of you. I feel so proud of you. God is proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. I am so proud of you. I feel goosebumps. I feel chills because I know you're doing the work. I know you're doing everything it takes to grow and evolve and get better and change, my nigga. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel your energy right now. I'm so proud of you. Good night. Good night. Secret. Come here. There's two islands called the Diomede Islands, and they're only 2 miles apart, and they're separated by the international date line, and it's a 22-hour time difference. 22 hours! This is what it looks like. You can literally see one island from the other island. The sun rises and sets at the same time. And it is a 22-hour time difference. You know why? Do you know why? Come here. Russia owns one of them, and America owns the other.
Did y'all know about that? Are y'all familiar with that? Y'all know about this?
This is what the line looks like. Does that look natural? Does that look like nature made it? What it looks like is that these countries can choose what time they want to be in, right? I already told y'all, like, it's not even 2026 in every country. Niggas is really living in the past and really living in the future. Quantum physics says that time is not actually an actual part of reality. It's not something that is a law of the universe. It's a byproduct. What do I mean by that? Consciousness speeds up and slows down time. Time is used to locate us where we are in the past, present, and future. But quantum physics says that the past, present, and future exist all at the same time. What do I mean by that? It explains why we have prophetic dreams. You ever dreamed something and it came to pass? It explains deja vu, like, nah, I've been here before. You have. It happened. You've seen it. But y'all want me to think that time is real.
We are debating a sovereignty bill, but we are also signing Trump's America First Health Agreement, where the health data of the entire population is going to be given indirectly to Israel through the American government. Remember that the health data of all countries is what, through their agent Mr. Epstein, Israel was trying to get Bill Gates to obtain through his foundation and his work with the WHO and countries around the world where the foundation works. On Israel's behalf, Mr. Epstein was blackmailing Bill Gates to collect global health data under the threat of leaking videos of the Microsoft founder with a Russian girl at Epstein Island. Bill Gates has had to apologize for being compromised. So it's not surprising to see that just like Bill Gates, Donald Trump, another possibly highly compromised Epstein blackmail recipient himself, is the one who is now possibly being coerced by Israel to implement this heinous health data global collection for Tel Aviv. Plus, America's CDC has just seen a new questionable head of the organization, Dr. Erika Schwartz, a Jewish woman with probable dual citizenship with Israel, specialized in military medicine, mysteriously appointed by Trump to head America's Center for Disease Control. So Israel is getting the health data through Trump, a new CDC appointment, America First Health Agreement, packaged as foreign aid to Africa. But some of us are not dumb. The UK public is having the same concern about their health data after a tech company, I think it's called Palantir, which collaborates with Israel on defense, has been granted the health data of Britons in its contract with UK's National Health Service, known as the NHS. The question is, what does Israel and its military want to do with the world's health data? And how come it is hiding behind Mr. Epstein, Trump, Bill Gates, the British government, the American government, the CDC, and the American tech companies to collect the global data? The lack of transparency in Israel's intentions and their relentless pursuit of this data for years should automatically raise red flags in a world where conspiracy theories abound of new viruses plus other new bacteriological chemical warfare threats are quietly being tested on Africans in US government labs on the continent. What exactly is going on with Israel and the world's health data? That's the question. I think it's time for Africans to wake up from foreign manipulation, stop smiling sheepishly, and start investigating. There is definitely a national security concern in these health data collection issues. Thank you.
America First must not become Africa the guinea pig for Israel's hidden sinister global projects. For an angry and isolated racist supremacist country that has world domination ambitions and is trying to instigate the biblical end times.
Fucking cooked. Palantir just centralized all farmer data under the one farmer, one file, a $300 million contract with USDA, where Palantir has all the fucking records to every farmer in the United States. What the fuck? This is the same company that's taking our data, our faces in the United States, and applying the same tactics for ICE as they do in Gaza. And now they have access to our fucking food.
In Gaza. I like how they say Gaza. In Gaza. Cash. Spider Cash. Let's get an update on Spider Cash.
Dumbass life story of Kash Patel. Kashyap Patel was born in 1980 in Long Island, the son of immigrants, the same sort of immigrants he's supported removing from the US. From a young age, Kash had a drinking problem. He was arrested in 2001 for public intoxication while underage, and again in 2005 for public urination, which almost ended his career as a lawyer. By 2014, he worked at the DOJ, and in 2017, he became an aide to longtime shitstain on the underwear of America, Devin Nunes. It is here where our cross-eyed wino catches the eye of Donald Josephine Trumpkins. Kash says all the right things, kisses all the right asses, and bruises his knees to no end to please Donald Trump, and manages to provide Trump with some nonsense that Trumpy uses to escape the Russiagate scandal. From this moment on, Kash is Trump's guy, latched onto his ass like an infected blood pimple. Donnie tries to put Kash in at the CIA, and the entirety of the CIA resists it, to the point that Mark Milley nearly came to blows with then Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. After Trump is booted from office, Kash goes on the grifter circuit, opens a non-profit that sells his merch, becomes the director of Truth Social, and publishes his incredibly stupid children's book. He even produces a song in Trump's honor, which is difficult when your throat is full of that much orange organ. And then Trumpy is elected again, and Kash is made the FBI director, and the insanity kicks into high gear. Continued in part 2.
Right now, it's Kash Patel's time to go very soon. Kash Patel's firing is imminent. He's likely the next cabinet level official. He's not a cabinet official officially, but he's the FBI director to go, according to Dasha Burns from Politico, who spoke with White House officials who say that the President of the United States is fed up with Kash Patel's distractions. We've seen all of the headlines recently of the alcoholism allegations, him downing beers with the U.S. Olympic hockey team. Well, it looks as though his time as FBI director is soon to be coming to an end. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out within the next several weeks, potentially several months, but definitely likely before the end of the year, so that Trump can try to get a new FBI director confirmed through the United States Senate, while Republicans still have control of the Senate. It's time for Kash Patel to go. I mean, it's not surprising. I'm honestly surprised it took this long, given the fact that the president is so anti anything related to alcohol. So spread the word. Follow along for all the news you need to know about.
The Brooklyn Nets owner is actively helping build the Antichrist surveillance.
So I know that they have the playoffs going on right now, basketball. I don't know if the Brooklyn Nets are inside of the playoffs, but interestingly enough, pay attention to this story. And it's interesting because Kyrie Irving, I didn't even know that this was the person that booted Kyrie Irving from the Nets. But then they boot him from the Nets and they send him to Dallas Mavericks, where the most powerful Jewish woman in the world, damn near, in America especially, Miriam Adelson, is basically the owner. So that was more like a punishment that they did to Kyrie by sending him to, she basically, I don't know what was going on behind closed doors, but that you know what I mean? Like they booked his ass, because you don't really see, like he be online, he's streaming, he got sneakers, but they kind of like neutralized Kyrie. He ain't talking none of that shit no more. They definitely neutralized the boy.
System. Most people will remember Joe Tsai for banning Kyrie a few years ago, or maybe because of his role as the co-founder of Alibaba, where he turned a blind eye to countless human rights abuses. But those controversies are just the tip of the iceberg. His most recent endeavors are far more chilling, and profiting from sweatshops is only the beginning. Under Tsai, Alibaba has been instrumental in building China's robust digital surveillance state. Through their program called Cloud Shield, they provided the infrastructure for massive, omnipresent, predictive policing AI, which started by targeting the Uyghur Muslims before expanding to the wider population. Alibaba has funneled hundreds of millions to firms like SenseTime to help China build their Smart City Brain, which is an AI facial recognition dragnet designed to stifle and track every movement of the Chinese population. To make matters even worse, the NBA recently doubled down on this relationship, officially signing Alibaba Cloud as their primary partner for cloud computing and AI in China. So let's unpack that. The Nets owner is actively building the tech behind the digital beast system, and now the NBA is feeding your data and your financial support into that same exact machine. And if you think the Nets rabbit hole ends with just Psy, think again. It gets even more toxic when you see the other owners of the Koch family, who are responsible for building the dark money rails that have infiltrated Washington. We can't give the Nets a blood money rating yet until we talk about them. So make sure to hit follow so you don't miss the next deep dive.
About Palantir all the time.
Let's keep going down this rabbit hole. Let's keep going down this AI, technical, big tech, technocratic, police surveillance, Palantir, Andrew type of future that this government is quickly, not slowly, quickly moving towards, right? Quickly moving towards a complete light code lockdown courtesy of the AI in the tech. Let's check out Palantir so we can understand what these people are and why your ass should not be trading stocks, fucking around with Palantir.
Political, it's mysterious, it's controversial, but most people can't explain what the business actually does. Let me fix that. Palantir was founded in 2003 by Peter Thiel and 4 others from his PayPal mafia. The name famously comes from Lord of the Rings, where Palantiri are magical crystal balls that make the invisible visible. It was born in the wake of 9/11, when intelligence agencies had data everywhere. Targets, field reports, location data, signal intelligence, drone feeds, and no way to connect it. So the CIA's venture arm, In-Q-Tel, seeded Palantir with $2 million in 2004. Their solution was Gotham, launched 2008. Gotham is simply a data integration tool that links these all, like the little red string on a detective wall in a crime movie. After a decade of doing defense contracts, Palantir asks, couldn't we do this for businesses too? The same data issue exists in every major company. Take a logistics company, for example. There's tons of factory data, payment logs, shipping port data, order records, and global supply chain maps. They create Foundry, similar thread to connect these systems, but built specifically for commercial use cases. 2 words you might have heard. First, FDEs, forward deployed engineers. These are people with laptops that go into a government or business customers for months on end, just doing the unsexy work of wiring all these systems up and building apps on top of them to make it easier to use. And ontology. This is a translation layer on top of these products that gives it semantic meaning. Like this. This is a Toshiba factory. It typically ships via shipping route A and B, and the Q3 payment for printers was probably late. Palantir IPO'd in 2020 at $10 a share. It bumped some to $39, but fell to less than $7 by 2022. The market had a mixed review. It was complex, opaque, and it made a lot of money from services. But then ChatGPT launched. Palantir jumped on the opportunity to supercharge their products. Under a year later, they rolled out AIP, the AI platform, on top of Gotham and Foundry. Turns out, connected, clean data is the perfect foundation for language models to give their customers breakaway leads. The stock skyrocketed from 7 to 207 at peak in November 2025. In some ways, OpenAI actually built Palantir's killer app. And now, whether you love it or hate it, at least you can explain it.
So now we have a better understanding about Palantir, who they are, right, and who they're not, okay? Mass surveillance, and now they've basically graduated into a kill chain, a automated kill chain defensive behemoth, right, where they have the contracts of the quote-unquote United States armed services along with all of their quote-unquote departments. And what makes it kind of scary is that the people behind Palantir are fucking maniacs, all right? Not just Peter Thiel, but the other one, Alex Karp. Maniacs, when I tell you, completely fried noodles. These are antichrist figures in real life. So, yeah, pay attention and do not be on the wrong side of history where your ass is giving up money to Palantir. Stay away from that. That's dirty. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. That ain't good money right there. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get back to this shit at the correspondence dinner, man. Let's get back to the correspondence dinner. Seeing the president get shot at. We got it. So that's the dinner. I'm sure y'all gonna see this shit on the news. What happened? Tuesday. You know what I mean? They almost caught the boy lacking. But like I said before, y'all want Trump to stay alive because you don't want JD Vance. That's like when JFK got murked and they brought in Lyndon Johnson and he turned shit the fuck up. You know what I mean? You do not want JD Vance as the president. That you thought Trump was a nightmare. You do not want. Trust me when I tell you. Remember I told you. You don't want to live in a world where this man becomes the president. I promise you. It's going to look ugly. Oh, now I Yeah. Let's get back on Laura, man. It's just something about Laura. I can't leave her alone. I just can't, man. God damn it. Something can't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Laura Loomer's new secret book. Oh, my Lord. God. That's a man. The fuck? That's Larry for real. She got a face only a mother could love. Nigga, what? The fuck? Wait a minute. We get back to her in a minute. What did this woman know?
Funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Now, if that was a black woman, her ass would be in custody right now. Trust me. You know what I'm talking about? They have her ass in a pokey, bro. Talking about shots fired, bitch. What do you know? Who do you work for type shit? You know what I'm talking about? Shots fired, huh? Is that right? Let's come over here. Let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? She'd have been a Russian spy. They would have hung her ass up if she was a sister. If that was Jasmine Crockett talking about shots fired, yeah, they would have cooked the ass. Let's get back on Laura. Yeah, we got shit. We got backup. Yeah. The sisters is coming for you. This is not Jasmine Crockett, though. This is another Crockett rocket. Let's go.
Like your face got into an argument with gravity and it lost, okay?
There's a lot of people that are really afraid of this nappy-headed black bitch.
She says, God hates you. What?
Not just God, she said
The
her
husband? Yeah.
She did all that. Let me tell you something. Laura Loomer. Okay, let me tell you something. You botched face, Botox, botch, brunette. Okay, let me tell you something. You look like your face got into an argument with gravity and it lost. Okay, you look like failed ambition with thought out ego. Baby, you built your whole brand on provocation and it has no substance. You literally have the audacity of a headline, but the death of a typo. Baby, you look like you chuck and jive for massa. Continue to do that because it's not landing. People don't move when you talk, baby, because your face don't even move. Nobody's moved by you. Your commentary is lackluster, subpar. Nobody cares about what you have to say, girl. Go find a 9-to-5.
At this point, Laura Loomer is so disgusting, and to think that someone has such close proximity to our president right now of the United States of America, I feel like she is saying a lot of the things that they're talking about allegedly in this secret alleged bedroom that they've been in, where she's in Mar-a-Lago and all these private places with the president. I'm just like, even just to see, you know, just the transition of Laura Loomer's look over time, you can tell that she is now and has always been just the biggest freaking bleach blonde, botch body, like they said, wannabe, okay? She has the worst color job I see. That she's always comparing her to the freaking Jigsaw from Saw. I'm just.
Is this when they say the girls are fighting? You know, she came for the wrong one. You know what I'm talking about? Bandits Owens, she came for the wrong one. Look at who? Bandits got the troops out there. Bandits got a beehive, nigga. Yeah, Bandit's got a beehive. Yeah, the sisters, yeah, they on her ass.
So upset and appalled. And oh, listen, baby.
And hold on, let me say this too. Because she's 32 and she look every bit of 62.
Period.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, girl, go find you some.
Nabu with the neck tat, reading her. Nabu with the baby hair, reading her. Nabu with the silky Hawaiian.
Are we saying that when someone does not feel good about themselves or feel ugly inside, when they, and especially when they look in the mirror, that they act ugly and say ugly things too?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. She's ugly, and I know she's scared of the man in the mirror. I know it.
Wow. She don't even recognize the man in the mirror. Well, she may recognize the man in the mirror because clearly it's given that there's some filthy, demonic man on the inside of her that is spewing all of these words. But to say a nappy-headed black bee, the way that cut me when I tell
it's
y'all,
almost saying how low are they willing to go to the depths and bowels of Hades to show themselves as disgraceful while pretending.
I might not be the best mathematician on the planet, but they said that she's 32. Could somebody please get? I need the wiki. I need some Googles, man. I need some Googles on this. Is no fucking way. No way, bro. I'ma just mind my business. You know what I'm talking about? In certain places I don't belong, but god damn it, no way. It gotta be a typo. God damn. This shit is crazy, man. What the fuck? All right, man. Let's get back to the program.
The 144,000 were rerouted in the reincarnation station. When the waters froze, when the living stream stopped, our souls were forced back into the enemy cycle. We were placed in families of witches and warlocks. Hidden in plain sight, always the black sheep. Out of 2 siblings, there's 1. Out of 4, there's 1. Historical proof? Colonial slave manifests list certain captives as Hebrew, Moor, and Black Moor. Proof the covenant bloodline was here before the Middle Passage lie. They surrounded us with those who pled the blood of a false name.
Yo, the daughters is out here studying, bro. The daughters is in their cars reading from notes and books and shit. Like, the daughters is studying, man. What a time to be aligned, bro. This is the TikTok trend. Like, the daughters is out here teaching. Shout out to the bros. Shout out to the brothers. But the daughters is outside, man. Shout out to Chocolate Godiva and all of the daughters, man. They out here teaching, bro. This is some different shit we going through.
Thinking they call the flame, yet serving the counterfeit. In 1968, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover wrote the order to prevent the rise of a black messiah who could unify and electrify the militant black nationalist movement. This was no metaphor. They feared the return of a real figure. Historical proof declassified. COINTELPRO records show targeted groups, Nation of Islam, Black Panthers, Hebrew Israelites, Moors, and the Wahabians, and more. They assassinated Malcolm X, Dr. King, and Fred Hampton, murdered at 21 in his bed. They sabotaged Garvey's ships. They let Noble Drew Ali die in custody. Historical proof. All were monitored under COINTELPRO for their potential to unify prophecy with action. They stole the chosen children between the 1960s and 1980s. Thousands vanished from foster care and native reservations. Many were funneled into MKUltra and Project Monarch. Experiments to fracture memory, block psychic gifts, and suppress awakening. Their main belief? If we find him as a child, we can control or destroy him before his flame awakens. They erased ancient bloodlines, flooded media with distractions, recast the Messiah as European, used Christianity to bury indigenous prophecy, burned libraries, distorted frequency. Historical proof, 1492, the expulsion of Hebrew Moors from Spain happened the same year Columbus sailed with Hebrew maps. The covenant bloodline was scattered across the Americas, but they failed. He survived their war. He decoded their system. He reignited the ark. He is Rashu Aman El Ahurain. The the black messiah they dread, the flame that doesn't burn out, the son who walked through their shadows and set the world on fire. The hunter has become the judged, the scroll no longer hidden, the messiah they feared has returned and remembers everything. Let the nations tremble, the flame has spoken. Ashe, Amin, Ahu.
I feel that. I feels that.
Hi viewers, web viewers, replay viewers, all the viewers, welcome viewers. Hello viewers, I'm so excited that you're here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tanjanika. My friends and clients call me Tangi. I go live every Wednesday and every Saturday to give you global news that you can use. I'm your global cultural analyst, and I'm so excited that you all are here with me today. We have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to go over. I want you guys to know that you definitely brighten up my day because I look forward to this. This is something that, I don't know if this is like therapy. I don't know what this is, but I got to get it out. There's so much information. I got to talk about it, and y'all give me a reason to talk about it. You give me a reason to stay current up on things that's happening right now in the world, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you for that. Global news that you can use. Do you understand? My people are in the building. My people are in the building. Hey, y'all. Hey, when you come in, tell me your name. Tell me where you're from so we can get to know each other better. Please like, comment, share, subscribe when you're coming here as well. Also, do I do my own hair? I do sometimes. I have locticians, but I do my hair. I did this one. Do you like it? Do you like it? I did that crown too. So I saw a lot of people like that as well. So yes, I do my own hair sometimes. We have a lot to go over today, but I do have some updates that I want to tell you guys about. Got a little church announcements. Okay, we're gonna talk about some announcements today. Hey, from South Florida, gang, Jamaica in the building.
We're gonna bring Tangi on the show. I want y'all to go and follow her, please, on IG. You know what I'm talking about? That's gang right there. You know what I mean? I want y'all to go follow young Tangi and tell her that Red Pill sent you. Okay? Tell her that Red Pill sent you, and she will be very happy about that. And I'm gonna make it my business to have her on the show. Okay? We gotta bring her on the show. We bringing a few of them on the show, but I definitely going to tap in with Tangi because she's in Atlanta. So she's closer to us than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I just love it. You know what I mean? I really do. I love LOV. I love to see our daughters, our sisters, the sistren, the ones who so many of us, like, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, but I know the gods, you know what I mean? They've been waiting for this day. They've been waiting for this day. What are we if we don't have our counterparts on the front line, doing what we do? Like, what power do we have if we don't have that connection? And that connection is being connected and whatnot. The daughters, the sisters, the sistren, the goddesses, they getting into their studies and whatnot. I want to say this. I want to pull this picture up. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hear what, I know a lot of people in life, you know what I mean? Especially, people be hurt people. And our communities are filled up with a lot of people who've been through a lot, you know what I mean? But that is no excuse to generalize people and to put everybody in the same box. And the way that they be handling these women and whatnot, I feel that shit needs to come to, it just needs to, you know what I mean? It needs to stop. The goddesses, the sisters, the sisterhood, when it's healthy and it's functional, is some of the greatest things that we can ask for as a community. They have healing hands. I want to highlight, right? I want to highlight my good sister Asha Sims. And Sister Asha, she was a part of the group that pulled up last Saturday. They were with us in North Carolina. This was the sister who came through and they were doing the Reiki. Okay, they were doing a Reiki. Matter of fact, let me introduce you to Sister Asha right here.
Hello everyone, I am Asha Sims, the chakra therapist coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We are here on this beautiful land, indigenous land from our brother Rex. We are here to represent the healers here in the city to balance all this energy from what's going on with the AI. So I am a Reiki energy healer. I'm a licensed clinical therapist. I am also a life doula. So we are here to bring balance to the earth with the elements. And we just brought a bunch of love. I am owner of a Shakti Wellness and Yoga, ASHAKTI Wellness in Charlotte, North Carolina, as well as the founder of A Place of Love and Light, which is a nonprofit organization to give healing and wellness to the community. So we're here in Charlotte. The queens are here.
Will you shout out your website and
Yes,
phone number?
you can find me at www.ashakti Wellness, ASHAKTI Wellness.com, 980-202-1183. You can find me at Ashakti Wellness on Facebook and Instagram, or as the Chakra Therapist on Instagram.
That's right.
Phone number 980-202-1183.
Yes, thank
you.
beautiful.
So I want to highlight the sister because, last Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we were tapping into the artificial intelligence, the AI. We had a boot camp, and in that boot camp, we were definitely enlightening the family and whatnot that came out about the AI, but on purpose, right? Purposelessly, I went ahead and I basically booked the sisters so we could have some sort of balance, right? Because at the end of the day, I just don't want to go out of town and just talk about AI when there's a lot of other things going on right now, right? Most importantly, I wanted to highlight the what I would call, it's not artificial intelligence. I wanted to highlight the ancestral intelligence, right? And the ancestral intelligence is with the sisters, is with the goddesses, is with the brujas, is with the mamas, is what Big Mama has. This is something that AI does not have and will never have. They came through and they was able to put healing hands on me, right? They were helping other people, but they came through for me because I needed some healing hands. You feel me? I had sustained an injury at my son's party, right? His birth. I was playing around with the kids and whatnot. You know what I mean? Well, my old ass playing with these little kids, and I wound up taking a fall. And it was a crazy fall. I don't even know it was just a crazy fall. And I banged up my side, like I to the point where I thought my ribs was broken. That's how much pain I was in. And I was able to tap in with Sister Asha and the sisterhood, and they healed me with a Reiki session. So I'm putting it on a record. Okay. I'm definitely putting it on a record. That here we go. Let me show you a clip. Here's a little Reiki session right here. You know, so it's non-contact, right? As you can see, they're not touching me, but I'm literally feeling like I'm feeling all of that energy. And then I'm laying there. I got my eyes closed, but the energy felt like it was completely surrounding me. Right. So when I looked at the video, I'm like, shit, I thought that I was surrounded. You know what I mean? I thought that they had me completely surrounded because the energy was like enveloping me. Okay. So I talked to them afterwards. We did a little, they was like, yeah, there was a lot of attachments. We was able to remove a lot of energy that was on you and all type of things. So I'm saying all that to say that we talk about technology. Yes. We promote the technology. Yes. We're pushing the technology. Yes. But there's nothing that trumps our women's technology. There's nothing that trumps the technology of the Black man and the woman. Okay. There's no technology that nobody can invent in a lab that could take over healing hands, or the power of the tongue, or the power of prayer, or the power of conjuring. Don't get it effed up. Please don't ever get it effed up. So moving forward, we are going to continuously portray that type of balance. When we step out and we teach the technology, we have to be responsible, and we have to pedestal the real technology. We have to show and prove that the real technology is us. This artificial shit is cool. It's like playing with a tool and whatnot. So we don't worship tools. We don't pedestal tools. You know what I'm talking about? We don't elevate tools. We use them. We use the tools. We need to pedestal and we need to elevate our women who are having these quote unquote magical experiences, and they're channeling and they're tapping in and whatnot. Those are the ones that we shouldn't be using. And we should be tapping in to their transformative and their healing powers and whatnot. So shout out to those sisters, you know, and like I said, there's nothing that could defeat the healing hands of a black man, right? When a group of black men surround the sisters who need healing and whatnot, and they're able to heal them the way that the sisters were surrounding me, and they're able to heal me. But as you can see, they got a brother on the drums. So there was a divine balance taking place. It wasn't just all women energy. There was a balance. The brother came through, and he has his alpha energy, and that was healing with the drums and everything. And I'm saying all of that to say that if you are in a city and if you're going through energy problems, sleeping problems, pain, especially if you're in Charlotte, let me pull this up. Y'all need to go tap in with my sister. She travels as well. You feel me? She already has put 200 plus women in the Reiki programs and certified them. She is a master at what it is that she does. So I really want y'all to tap in with the goddess. I'm bringing her back on the show. I'm bringing the sisters back on the show. We're going to have a whole show where we're going to be talking about plant-based medicine, and we're going to be talking about healing. It might be as early as tomorrow. Facts. There's more events coming up. There's a healing event coming up in Jacksonville, Florida. It's not these sisters right here. It's another sister, and she's going to be dealing with plant-based medicine. I can't necessarily say because they be clipping shit online. But we'll have her on the show and we'll talk about it. And this is something that I highly suggest, that if you're in these areas and you're looking for some type of healing or you're looking for some type of activation, if you want to remember, like the sister said, I did a ceremony, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it was about a week or two ago. It was plant-based medicine behind it. And what, remember, I had the brother on the show, and he was coming to Atlanta to do his thing and whatnot with the grandma and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to catch up with you. I caught up to him, and all I got to say is I remembered. It was maybe for 5 minutes, and I felt like I was in another world, but I remembered. And I came to certain conclusions that, yeah, this shit might be a sleeping state that we're in. I really feel like this is a sleeping state, okay? Because when I was able to remember, it shit blew my mind. And I'll get into it more. I don't want to get too much into it, but let's just say that I remembered. And when you remember, you could wind up, man, you depending on who you are, your ass could wind up affecting the matrix like that, because they don't want us to remember, bro. You have no idea how much of a stupid they got us inside of this prison planet. I was able to, yeah, that firmament shit is real. The fucking sun is a pupil. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to lose y'all, but it's real in the field, man. Trust me. But whatever you can do, because the AI is not going to wake you up. The AI is not going to make you remember. So whatever you can do to remember, whoever you are and you're hearing this, whatever you can do, whatever you have to do to remember who the F you are and where the F you came from, and the fact that you are part of the source, that you're one with the source, do that shit. Whatever it is that you got to do to tap into that, whether it's meditation, whether it's some high level Reiki, whether it's breath work and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about? Cold plunges. Somebody dropped some shit on me the other day and I was like, yo, they said cold plunges and cold showers make the fucking demons and the attachments jump off of you. Let that marinate. Cold showers and cold plunges make your attachments jump off of you. Okay? They don't like that shit. They get up out of there when your ass get in that ice cold water and whatnot. They can't attach themselves to that. Nah. That's just a sacrifice that many people are not willing to take. I hate the cold. I don't like using the word hate, but I abhor the cold. I'm born in November, but I'm definitely not a winter baby. I don't like it. You dig? So let us continue. We got more ish before we get out of here. Let's keep these things going. Let's go to Iran real quick and get the propaganda.
Honorable Martyr Fred Hampton told you that you can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. He was telling directly to you about the culture of resistance and martyrdom. Now he's on our launchers, and we the Iranian people are honoring him and inspired by him to beat the US oppression. The Black Panthers are gone, but the Black Lions will rise. Power to the people. Peace.
So, I feel that whoever Black people side with when it comes to like conflicts, like wars and whatnot, they put a shield on them. Our people don't even know how powerful we are. Like they talk about healing hands. Well, we got healing minds and whatnot. We could protect you. We could shield you if we know that we are in your favor. You know what I mean? If we have you in our favor, yeah, you good. You good. You're going to be able to dodge bullets like Donald Trump, my G. You know what I'm talking about? You have divine intervention. Trust. You have divine intervention. So let me see something. Okay, they try to kill the president again. Shit ain't work. Show goes on. Laura's name is Larry. Okay, we got that. Cool. We got Laura's name is Larry. Secret Service in them, they murked the shooter, like they murk all the shooters, and you'll never know who is who. Did you know Wakanda is actually? Let's go into some facts of Americas. Let's go into some.
Wakanda is actually rooted in the Americas. There's a lot to unpack here, but let's start with the fact that there is no place in Africa called Wakanda, but there are multiple places in the Americas with that name. Linguistically, the word Wakanda translates to the Great Spirit in the Siouan language. The Omaha, Potawatomi, Ponca, Quapaw, Osage, Oto, Kansa, Missouri, and Iowa tribes refer to the higher power as Wakanda, Wakantanka, or Taku Wakan. In indigenous American culture, Wakanda is the supernatural force that permeates the universe. In South America, a waka is a sacred object, typically a monument associated with veneration and ritual, such as Waka de Luna, Temple of the Moon, located in Peru and constructed between the 1st and 8th centuries. For the Incas, a waka is also used to refer to a sacred ritual or object. El Peru, originally known as Waka, is an ancient Mayan site that was occupied between 500 BC to 800 AD. Again, Waka refers to a sacred place. In Kansas, there is Wakanda Lake, which was originally
So this is my disclaimer when it comes to people from out of the country, playing rap music and trying to get us to, back them up spiritually. And, they out here basically aura farming us. If you're not telling us information like this, and this is considered to be surface shit, if you're not coming like this, the Lego shit is cute and whatnot, but if you're not bringing information to teach our people and you belong to an empire that wasn't quote unquote taken over like Iran is, like Persia, you weren't necessarily, well, you were conquered by by Khomeini and them. But if y'all not bringing information like that, just you relax. You know what I'm saying? Like we need answers. We need answers. And the people who got the answers, you know, they're in conflict with giving out the real truth because once again, everybody is in on this. Everybody is in on this. This is the greatest fucking secret holding our people down. Everybody is in on it.
Referred to as Wakanda Springs before the United States flooded it out in 1967. The springs sat on top of a pyramid or mounds and had very powerful healing properties. Hence, indigenous people naming it Wakanda. There's also a town called Wakanda in South Dakota that belonged to the Lakota people prior to United States settlement. In Wisconsin, there is Wakanda Park Mounds, a large cluster of mounds that was submerged when the United States created Lake Menomin. By the way, they flooded the site after they excavated the area. And
so Raz Ben talks about this in his book, Free Your Mounds and Your Ass Will Follow. The fact that they were mound gritters, right? They excavated the mounds and they stole from the mounds and then they flooded all of the mounds. No, I'm not playing Trump live. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. They flooded all of the mounds, right? So places like Oscarville, all of these lakes, all of these man-made lakes, you have to, all of these dams that they created these dams and they got these lakes and all that shit is all cover up. For all of y'all mud flood people, to Tartarians and shit like that, all of that shit is a cover up. Okay, underneath. That's why when them droughts hit, when them data centers suck up all of that damn water, you know what I'm talking about? You're gonna see all of that shit that they was hiding underneath these lakes and whatnot. You feel me?
Found burials amongst other artifacts. There seems to be a pattern of flooding out Wakas. Why is that? Alabama also had its own Wakanda 800 years before Marvel created their fabricated version. Keep in mind, Marvel just put Wakanda in its Fantastic Four series, July of 1966, after it's already been in indigenous American culture for thousands of years. Another interesting detail is that Marvel released Black Panther the comic in 1966, 1 year after the Black Panther Party was founded.
You could tell she used to eat Carvel ice cream because she's calling that shit Marvel. Then she ain't read a comic book in her life. She used to eat Carvel ice cream cakes, and I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm talking about? It's all good, daughter. Keep teaching, though. You heard?
Turns out it's not just scientists in the United States.
Let's double back on the
It's not
scientists.
just scientists in the United States that have been dying lately of mysterious deaths. It's happening in China, too. At least 9 scientists have mysteriously died in China, and the causes of death are recorded as accidents, sickness, or unexplained incidents. Here are some examples. Zhang Daibing, 47, died in January of unexplained causes. He was the expert former deputy director of unmanned systems. Fang Dining, 68, died of an unexpected medical episode in February of 2026. He was a hypersonics expert, studied materials for spacecraft and advanced engines at the Beijing Institute of Technology. Yen Hong died just last month at age 56 of a reported illness. She was in the field of hypersonics research. Some of the other scientists were in the field of military AI, including swarming technology and simulations. Sound familiar? And even their media is calling this extremely uncommon. Mainstream media is already saying that this could be espionage and that scientists have always been a political target, even though there is no evidence to support that. But I have to wonder if countries are actually working together to get rid of their smartest people so that they can't question whatever narrative is to come. What do you think? As always, let me know down below.
Yeah, them names was killing me. Ni hao. Fucking names was killing me, nigga. What the hell? All right, let's go. Hey, this for the white boys. This for the wiggers out there. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't forget about you.
wigger, white wigger, white wigger. Why you putting steroids in your asses? You alright, nigga? Y'all said something wrong with him, but he clearly has autism. Tell me what's the
Cook, my nigga, cook. White wigger, white wigger. Shout out to all of my white wiggers out there. Tap in.
White wigger, white wigger, white wigger. Why you putting steroids in your asses? You alright, nigga? Y'all said something wrong with him, but he clearly has autism. Tell me what's the ROI? I'm hanging with some boss bitches. Could see you a medhead. Why would I take suggestions? You the only one that know what Peter Thiel's tastes like. You genuinely a jester. You literally a clown, weirdo. No games where I pull out the Cinco. Gen 5, but I call this my helmet. Up in your face and restructure your cheekbone. Y'all thought I was finished, I bought extra clips with extra kicks. We spin again, that's clip matching. And the runway was just nasty. This nigga was dripping in pre-call for Peter T. I don't want to call that high fashion. Clavicular manslaughter. Tell me what's the ROI? I'm trying to take some pants off her. Tell me what's the ROI if I just get you killed. Cause every single fucking thing I learned about this wigger was against my will.
To this day! To this day!
Clavicular got the kids in a headlock. The white boy, Clavicular, he got the youth in a headlock with the looks maxing and all of this stupid shit going on. He got to go. You know what I'm talking about? He got to go. You know, big psyop. He got to go. Let's go to one more.
Turns out it's not just.
Let's tap into one more. Let's go into some AI shit real quick. Let's go into the AI.
What if I told you the laws of physics were literally being destroyed?
I'd say you were going crazy.
Maybe I am crazy. This was supposed to be our timeline.
And somehow we ended up over here. This isn't a glitch. Let it go. I'm gonna need someone who isn't afraid of risk. Fry! Listen to me very carefully.
I'm gonna get you out.
So scientists are now saying that there are a series of baffling incidents that appear to defy the known laws of physics.
The math doesn't add up anymore, which means someone, something, is changing the math.
It's like they built a back door into the universe.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Neil. Time to divide everything by 0. Ha 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 ha.
Neil, we're gonna die! Let me think, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Stop them. They're getting away.
To be honest, this whole theory sounds pretty out there.
You really shouldn't have called me, Neil.
You don't understand. He's collapsing the goddamn multiverse. I'm not going back, Neil!
Send in the fucking drones.
So it was all a big fat lie! I thought I told you to shut him down.
Y'all not being creative enough. Don't look. Y'all not being creative enough, niggas. Supposed to be making shit like this. You're not being creative enough. You know what I'm talking about? What are you doing?
It's not what you think.
Ouch. Not the Nutella. I'm allergic.
Yeah, the AI has gotten to such a advanced level that you could do a killer trailer. You could do a killer. I mean, the shit that you could do right now with this technology, it don't make no sense, my guy. It don't make. You literally could tell the book of the earth. You know what I mean? Like the level of storytelling that could be done now. Man, oh man, I can't wait. You know what I mean? I'm eagerly awaiting these movie premieres because I know that the family gonna cook up. Shout out to all of the Imaginarium students. Shout out to the 72 Claws. Let's go to this commercial real quick and let's go. We'll be right back.
Imaginarium, the
the yellow brick roads are unlocking codes, connecting nodes on the Silk Road. El Claudel collecting silk robes. The 44.
Imaginarium meets 72 claws. They go.
Imaginarium, the yellow brick roads are unlocking codes, connecting nodes on the Silk Road. El Claudel collecting silk robes. The 44 gods wrote the 48 laws, and now we invoked and invoking the 42 claws. The return of the sunburnt moors, northwest of Maxim Tors. Open claw, open sesame, we open the doors. Now it's tokens galore, rubber bands on the floor, 100 grand on the left hand of the mall. We in the land of the Moors, we claiming every corridors, from Atlantis to the shores of Florida to the mounds of Mississippi. This is the sound of the inner city, home of the gritty, from the neighborhoods where the clowns was shitty and the crown was on Nipsey. The marathon continues, we won't stop this campaign until we take back all of our towns.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Tap in. Let's get in the kitchen. Let's cook, my niggas. Let's cook. We cooking in Imaginarium, baby.
Yellow brick roads are unlocking codes, connecting nodes on the Silk Road. El Claudel collecting silk robes. The 44 gods wrote the 48 laws, and now we invoked and invoking the 42 claws. The return of the sunburnt moors, northwest of Maxim Tors. Open claw, open sesame, we open the doors. Now it's tokens galore, rubber bands on the floor, 100 grand on the left hand of the mall. We in the land of the Moors, we claiming every corridors, from Atlantis to the shores of Florida to the mounds of Mississippi. This is the sound of the inner city, home of the gritty, from the neighborhoods where the clowns was shitty and the crown was on Nipsey. The marathon continues, we won't stop this campaign until we take back all of our towns. All 60 in the meantime, I'm on GitHub, getting to the money, running swiftly, you get me? They tried to say the best nation wasn't your imagination. Fam, are you kidding me? Fam, are you shitting me?
That was the essay saying nigga. That was the essay that was saying nigga, 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 nigga. Yeah, we had to size them up. Yeah, clean them up.
Are you kidding me? Fam, are you shitting me?
Go ahead and tap into that school community, scan the QR code, and I'm talking about get yourself inside of the community. Overhead, definitely worth it. You're gonna be amongst 200 plus creatives. You feel me? Very low overhead. Come chill with us, come tap in with us. We got workshops every Friday. We're making movies. We're not playing around making cat pictures. We are literally making feature films. Okay. And with the release of ChatGPT Imagen 2 and C Dance 2, we literally have, and I got a whole bunch of free apps and stuff like that. The free Higgsfield. I got a lot of shit. So we got all of the tools in our tool belt to make some things happen. So I would say, where we in April? Shit, by June or July, y'all get ready to come to the movie premiere because we're gonna be on the big screen. We taking this shit to the big screen for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? We taking this to the big screen. I don't want to watch this on my phone no more. I'm gonna foot the bill. I'm booking the theater and we putting this shit on the big screen. Shout out to all of the creators out there cooking and whatnot. Keep going. You should be inspired because literally It's so much going on right now. You should be inspired. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go with this.
Generator. One mind builds whole worlds. Operator. You don't enter worlds. You design them. Destroyer.
They ain't just steal stories. They lock the bloodline. Operate. Step through it. Rewrite the world they gave you. Destroy the illusion. Take your mind back.
Blueprints in a planetarium. Imaginarium. Blueprints in a planet.
You'll climb to the brutish more. Survivor of the punic wars. We bring to you the new laws, a noble cause. 70 claws, kinetic and knowledge, deeper than comedic knowledge. Legacy and land, agile and autonomy. Claw by the economies, wisdom and wealth. Health is wealth, so Iranian spirituality. 70 nobles in Kabul's landed, mogul branded. We on social global expansion. Mega moguls like Branson. My father has many mansions, Cobal's landed. North Carolina, head to toe global designer. We welcome global designers, visionaries from China, Bitcoin miners and builders of blockchains who major in the top lane. Welcome to the top of the food chain.
Tell your own stories. We got to tell our own stories. We didn't have the tools before, but we got them now. We got them now. The story's been written. We just was waiting for the budget and the tools, and we got it. So we moving at a fast pace. You know what I mean? So shout out to all of the ones who believed in what we doing and supported. I got love for every single one of y'all. Y'all made these dreams come real. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll never let you down. We're going to keep pushing and wait till you see this movie that we cooking up. I'm going to keep quiet. But if you see me disappear, it's because I'm in the bunker cooking, my G. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in the bunker cooking, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Work needs to get done. Ain't nobody going to do it. Ain't nobody going to do it. So we got to do it. Yeah, the playlist is definitely coming. You know I wrote all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? If you hear any music on this channel, I wrote that. You know what I mean? We doing this for the publishing check. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. You know what I'm talking about? You know? So, with that being said, we're going to end this with a song dedicated, livicated to the president. You know what I mean? We was going to open it up with this, but we're going to end it with China Flow. You know what I mean? Just because he got his shit pushed back. But hold on. Before we even do that, there's some pictures that I want to show you. I might have to change the cover. I might turn that into I might turn this cover right here into Sunday's cover, and I gotta throw this cover up. This shit right here is legendary. Let me show you. This gotta be my thumbnail. I'm gonna have to replace it with this. Let's take a vote, matter of fact. Oh, that's another thing too. Oh man, we'll do it on tomorrow's show. I got some videos from V-Cell Seymour. Shout out to V-Cell. And I need to vote. I need a vote from y'all as to what videos that we're gonna go with. We'll do that tomorrow though. Promise. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I might make that the cover and whatnot. My nigga out here stopping bullets. And we know that that's a Crockett-ish, but it doesn't matter. Look, I was in North Carolina in Polkton County at the Walmart, right? 7 days ago to this day, nigga, I was in Trump County in the Walmart. Then I was in Seneca County in South Carolina at the Staples, and I seen them people, bro. I saw his base. I saw the people that voted for Trump. in real life. I was right there with them in a whole goddamn Walmart filled with these trailer trash. You know what I'm talking about? I was in the Walmart with them. He's doing this shit for them, right? They need to get they don't care the niggas and everything. Nah, they need to get these quote unquote trailer trash white row of his base, the ones that he had gassed up and whatnot. That's what all of this be for. This is the sensationalism. The motherfuckers, they believe anything that they see. You know what I'm talking about? This is for them. This is to get them on this is for the MAGA maggots and whatnot to put their asses back on a hype train. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay attention to none of that BS. The shit is theater. Remember, central casting. Yeah, China flow. The president is still acting unpresidential. Huh? That part. The president is still acting unpresidential. Let's go. Okay? We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. That part. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's pull this shit up. And I'll see y'all. If I don't see you sacrilegious Sundays, then I'll see you Melanin Mondays. But, you know, we do have it planned to whereas we'll be pulling up mañana. Okay? So give me 1 second. Where is this damn thing at? Let me show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we even do that, let's put something to the let's put some chips on a petro, my niggas. Let's put some snaps on a petro. Shout out to all of the supporters of the show. Shout out to all of the supporters of the show. Shout out to everybody that has supported us through this quote unquote through our building out of our platform. You feel me? This platform is not funded by Mark Zuckerberg, Liar Cohen, or Google and YouTube. This is funded by the people. So shout out to all of the people that are funding real media, real new media, true media type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to every single one of y'all. Yeah, that part. China Flow. We'll catch up with you. All right. Techno Tuesdays on Tuesday. Damn, so much shit going on. I done forgot. Techno Tuesdays, y'all. Techno Tuesdays. Spin City headquarters. Techno Tuesdays. Spin City headquarters. Make sure y'all pull up to that. That is on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, in Atlantis, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all are in the building. If you in the IRL, pull up to the IRL in real life. We're going to be cooking. And we have a special guest for the IRL. We bringing on one of our a sister who we had the pleasure of meeting and whatnot. And she's basically she is on top of her AI. She's on top of her game. She's literally putting up points on the board. You know what I'm talking about? And this sister is going to be teaching. She makes apps. She creates apps and whatnot. She is responsible for creating apps. And she's going to be teaching everybody some of the ways that they could do that as well. You know what I mean? I know that there's a lot of people out there who are curious as to how they could take the app game into another just take it to another level and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have always wanted to have a mobile app. That's like, that's some people's goals and whatnot. Well, with Lovable and with the right team, you literally could build the app out. So we have Dr. Vicky Wright Hamilton on Tuesday. Dr. Vicky Wright Hamilton. She is an app developer, a very successful app developer. And we want you to come and listen to the wise words of the elder. We have tickets on sale, all right, for the IRL. And we also have the live stream. Let me see. You could scan the QR code. It'll take you to KTL University where those tickets are at. All right. So yes, Dr. Vicky is very dope. She is a ball of energy. And yeah, she gonna cook. She gonna cook. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, China Flow featuring the twin pillars, red and blue. Special guest Jefferson from Athletics. Salute.
Red Summer. Yeah, Killer. Red. Yeah, Scorpion. Red Summers. The president still acting unpresidential. Bitch, I'm in the Bronx with the evil in my residential. It was all emojis, it was never mental. The silver spoon is under fire, and the pressure vented. The times that we living in unprecedented. We went from doing a Dougie, fresh and vintage. Now the rhymes, they all pessimistic. They hashtagging black girl magic, just finesse the mystics. They impressed with quick chicks, only savages be less sadistic. They being less specific, no metaphysics. So many butter biscuits, they need extra biscuit. We had the blessed district, fresh and death. We was dressed and drip. They worship lesser gods with the lesser mystics. Cocksuckers, all they breath is fish sticks. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. Hannibal, darker shit. And a harder bit, yeah, starting shit. That Marty Martyr with Sean Carter starter kit. Brooklyn, yeah, Sparta shit. 300. The crimes of the passionate ones who fell in love with blasting their guns. My chain froze, same goes for Wayne Grove. The Range Rover on strange roads. Dr. Strange mode on strange toes. Hack the brain, rearrange codes. 360 spinning clearly like a plane roll. 365 winning really like a game host. 444 degrees on a range stove. On the coast of the mango. These niggas wanna know how power is obtained. If you ask the shower posse, they'll tell you that it's hours of the rain. Till none of these cowards they remain. Flowers is arranged, carriages remain. Drawn by 400 horses, there was power in the range. 19 blocks cutters overpowering them planes. They left all them towers up in flames. I never look at 24 hours just the same. Bitch, I'm Jack Bauer mixed with black power. You a mixture of that crack powder and Mr. Matt Lauer. Hashtag Mr. Need Too. You met Red Pillar, I suggest that you niggas meet Blue. Yo. In the land of the brave, in the home of the giants. I was COVID compliant, she was COVID defiant. I was potent, reliant, we exposed in these tyrants. Composed to the science, we not posed to no trying. Controlling the climates, yeah, we mold these environments. Scientists with clientless, Midas touch with iron fist. Holding arms, only way to catch these gems. Texas with an open palm, equestrians on open farm. Potent on that potent wand, rolling farms, coat of arms, Olympian. Kicking doors, waving 44s. They won't let me in. Shit, we talking like a thespian, walking like pedestrians. It's my requiem, take you out front and center like ESPN. In the middle of the action, spitting with a passion. You get riddled if you passing. Shit, no dribble, we just passing off the scribble, we just cashing. Expand the vote, play above the rim. Earl a goat, man a goat. I turn from man a hole, can a hole. Let them hammers go, spit your cantaloupe. Not even ammo to stop me from slut shaming all these bitch niggas.
They being less specific, no metaphysics. So many butter biscuit, they need extra biscuit. We had the blessed district, fresh and death. We was dressed and drip. They worship lesser gods with the lesser mystics. Cocksuckers, all they breath is fish sticks. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. Hannibal, darker shit. And a harder bit, yeah, starting shit. That Marty Martyr with Sean Carter starter kit. Brooklyn, yeah, Sparta shit. 300. The crimes of the passionate ones who fell in love with blasting their guns. My chain froze, same goes for Wayne Grove. The Range Rover on strange roads. Dr. Strange mode on strange toes. Hack the brain, rearrange codes. 360 spinning clearly like a plane roll. 365 winning really like a game host. 444 degrees on a range stove. On the coast of the mango. These niggas wanna know how power is obtained. If you ask the shower posse, they'll tell you that it's hours of the rain. Till none of these cowards they remain. Flowers is arranged, carriages remain. Drawn by 400 horses, there was power in the range. 19 blocks cutters overpowering them planes. They left all them towers up in flames. I never look at 24 hours just the same. Bitch, I'm Jack Bauer mixed with black power. You a mixture of that crack powder and Mr. Matt Lauer. Hashtag Mr. Need Too. You met Red Pillar, I suggest that you niggas meet Blue.
of the brave, in a home of the giants. That was COVID compliant, it was COVID defiant. That was potent reliant, we exposing these tyrants. Composed of the science, we not posing or trying. Controlling the climates, yeah, we mold these environments. Scientists with client lists, Midas touch with iron fists. Holding arms, only way to catch these gems is with an open palm. Equestrians on open farm, toting on that potent wand. Rolling farms, coat of arms, Olympian. Kicked in doors, waving 44s. They wouldn't let me in. Nah, shit, we talking like a thespian, but walking like pedestrians. It's my requiem. Take you out front and center like ESPN. In the middle of the action, spitting with a passion. You get riddled if you passion. Shit, no dribble, we just passing off the scribble, we just cashing. Expand the vote, play above the rim. Earl ago, man ago. I turn from man to hoe, can of hoe. Let them hammers go, split your cantaloupe. Not even Amber Rope to stop me from slut shaming all these bitch niggas. Yeah, your man's a hoe, the only antidote to split his cantaloupe. Leave you bloody like an antelope when Serengeti's. Get ready, shit, no introductions necessary. We legendary, and the story still unfolds. Yeah, they taking notes like secretaries. Yeah, the heart is like the message heavy. About that life, but what we rep is deadly. Mystics in the forest, scientific witness Morris. All the shit I spit a story, like every day is February. Shit, you like it, I adore it. Shit, I write it, then record it. Recite it, then perform it. Excitement, I'm all for it.
To this day! To this day! To this day!